want to thank you again for joining us. Today we have a treat here. Got a beautiful Porsche. A lot of you might recognize that this is one of the earlier Porsches in that it's air-cooled. And this particular one is a Targa. This is a 1979 911 SC Targa. The beauty of this car is that it's air-cooled, has plenty of power to it. And when you're looking at these cars, this is from another era. I know nowadays they've gone water-cooled and done a lot of things like that. But the original air-cooled Porsche has a unique place basically in the history of cars. And a lot of people just love hearing the air-cooled sound of this car when it's taken off and being driven. The 911 motors are fabulous in that they had such a record of reliability and performance, and that can be seen in the history of the Porsche company as these cars raced all kinds of tracks, Le Mans, German tracks, Nürburgring. Over in the United States, of course, we had the 24 Hours of Daytona, Sebring, you name it. Porsche has been involved in racing, and it all came out of the original 911 design. This particular car, being a 79, is owned, and the owner lives in the western North Carolina mountains. That's why we got such beautiful trees around us here. He has had this car since 1984. He was the second owner. So it's a 79, and he got it in 84. So he's got the records all as long as he's had the car. And I've taken the records and scanned them so you could have them available. But the beauty is you can see that this car's had a lot of love. It's had regular service. And even though the car is a 79, is it 112,000? Is that about where we are now?
A little over 113,000.
113,000 miles. And if you put that out over about 46 years, that's not bad. So you know this is not a daily driver. This is a beautiful car that can be driven anytime you want, but particularly this is the kind of car that you want to drive on special occasions and events and car shows, and just to be able to enjoy it. The car itself is a unique color. Do you remember the name of the color?
No, I just call it a gold color.
Okay, it's a light color. It's a metallic, and this car has had one repaint. It was a wet sand repaint, and they did a beautiful job on this. You can tell that the car's been well cared for by just looking at it. There's very few little chips or anything like that. It's pretty much, for a car this age, fabulous. The tires were replaced 7 years ago. They got the good Continental tires on there that are rated for a car of this caliber and performance. Air-cooled engine back here. It does have air conditioning. The brakes were replaced about 2 years ago. Not too many miles ago, but 2 years ago. And you'll notice the uniqueness of the Targa is that you can drive this just like a hardtop, but when the occasion comes and you want to have a little more fresh air, you can just take this and take the top off. So when I say the top off, this center section right in here, this is what makes it unique. So from here all the way up to the front, it comes off in one piece, and it can be stored inside the hood, the front area, and you can have an open car experience. After the Targa came out, a lot of other manufacturers started doing those type things, but Porsche, as far as I can remember, that was the first one that I remember having a Targa type roof. Now, the gold color is accented with a beautiful interior, and this brown interior really goes nicely with the gold paint. Looking in here, you can see how nice it is. The driver's seat down here, this is where you always want to look to see how it is where the bolster is, right in this section down here. But all that, good shape. See the steering wheel and the gauges are in here. Now you might want to ask what that is on the dashboard, and for some of the guys, they may remember a thing called an escort. That was one of the prime radar detectors of the day, and you still got it here. I know you might be using something more modern, but it's nice that this car had it and it's wired in. Take a look at how nice the upholstery is. The seats come back like this. Got a couple towels back here, but you can see also the speakers in the very back and the bazooka down here that gives you the bass. So if you want to have the sound, it's ready for that too. All in all, this is going to be a wonderful opportunity for somebody to be able to bid on and hopefully purchase a beautiful example of the early 911 Porsche. Beautiful shape. Targa makes it a little more unique, but just a car that can be enjoyed for many years to come. And I have to say, this is a car that has no drama. There's no trauma to this, no drama. It's been well maintained, well serviced, no accidents, and really with a little over 113,000 miles, this car is ready for a lot more adventures. So thank you for joining us. We have more in the write-up, but glad you got to go along with us. Take a look at the video we have with the drive through the country. This is a lot of fun, especially when you're coming out of second gear. Thanks again. Talk to you later.